to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tar Heels offense will go on the attack first. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has the ball first today. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Maybe a crease. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
What a big play, backed up in their own end. And a big thing here is you're just trying to give yourself some space to work. And what a job up front of creating some big lanes and gaps for the ball carrier to get a huge chunk of yards.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
A spectacular one-hand grab. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And on the interception return, he'll... toward the ball, and we're ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So North Carolina's offense will start this game off with the football. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
To the air on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from a week ago. Getting the loss, like they...
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double team high-low.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The throw. That's reeled in. It's York.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that
one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
It's complete to the left. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7th.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, 3rd down and long situation to get that conversion and now get 1st and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his...
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on, finding some room. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right back to him on the ground. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down.
Maybe some room here. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Bring in the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk-ins.
Touchdown, UNC! Great job by the back on the option. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect him.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Looking for space. It's French. There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll run it. It's French. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Keep it on the ground. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to escape and get it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's York. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. The short hands, it's York. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Finds us back in the middle. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl
Here we go. Ready. Hut. Down. Ready. Hut, 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 hut. Ready. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. Hut, hut, hut. Down. Ready, ready, hut.
This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. One of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get...
NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy night every year. So many memories come out of this night. Each of these guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately, the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a Heisman Trophy winner. These are nervous times for these guys. The announcement just moments away. They've gotten to New York City, not by focusing on it, but once you're here, man, they want to win it. And every past winner has told me this is really a nervous time for them. They're this close to the trophy, but will they get a chance to lift it? It's an honor, of course, to be a finalist. All these guys have enjoyed their experience, but ultimately, the night belongs to one man. And we're about to find out who's going to be this season's Heisman Trophy winner. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalist. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And here we go. This season, the Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded to senior quarterback out of Texas. One final congratulations to the newest member of the Heisman Trophy fraternity. This season will forever be known as his Heisman season.
Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes with the return. He stopped right there after a short... Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over.
Ready, ready. Red 80. Red. Hot, hot, hot. Now. Ready. Red 20 hot. Ready. Red hot, hot. Now. Move. Hot, hot. Here we go. Hot. Now. Ready. Hot, 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 hot. Ready. Ready, ready. Hot, hot. Now. Ready. Hot, hot, hot. Ready. Red 20 hot. Now. Red hot. Here we go. Hot, hot. Now. Ready. Hot. Ready. Hot, 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 hot. Ready, ready. Black. Hot, hot. Now. Ready. Hot, hot, hot.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Right on the money. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up. So we
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing, using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life. No more time to throw. Inside, it's Miller. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Miller. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Mosley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game. And
he'll take a deep shot here. He's got it way down the field. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Miller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Third down play from the gun. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense in an empty set. Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Pulls it in. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Here on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Miller with the ball. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. don't take a big shot.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. The run inside. It's Temple. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Rivers. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab deep. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide.
And he's got room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Miller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
There's a crease, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
to their lead. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Back to pass, it's Rivers. That's caught, it's Temple. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Temple. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game 1, it's tough to take an injury this early. He'll try to get to the marker himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab right down the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the tip. To the house. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And that's That's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Miller. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down through the interception, but no harm.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Pulls it on the option, and he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Welcome to college, first carry for the freshman. Here's a little room there. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. On the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarter.
Downfield on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give is to Miller. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Matthews. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They start the season in the top 5 prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent, but there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start where everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a catch in the end zone for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The run inside. It's Temple. Oh, he got loose. Breaks into the open on the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man, if someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Temple. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That's caught. It's Bowman. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Trojans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Got a little grass. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Under fire. Got the 1st himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The play action fake. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. This one's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Lets it fly on the move. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bowman. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They're testing the right side here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Here comes the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He'll try to do it himself. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this 3rd down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
He'll pull it down and run. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just nowhere to go again. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Makes a pass to Marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC.
Maybe a crease. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
Rushes on him. Quickly out to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I think we're getting an idea of how good he can be. Like, this tight end has 5 catches already. We're still in the 1st half, but finding a way to get open, different parts of the field, reading zone, beating man coverage. This guy's been a matchup problem.
Makes the grab and room to run. On the Houdini-like moves, get into the 22.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
Rides to back and leaves it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous... And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Could be an alley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He's up to 57 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand, nice big play, the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than the sack.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Floats it out in space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Hauls it in at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. back to throw. It's Rivers. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the wide out. On target over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 15 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's Texas State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now over to your game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I got to be honest, I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. The highlight with famous celebrity quarterbacks.
Makes the grab in their space.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run for it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Trojans are rolling down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Motion from the wideout. Better finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking to fire. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone. It's strong. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Temple. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. To the air, it's Rivers. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Temple. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the second and long.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Keeps it himself and gets the first. They make the stop, and what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Got his man on the outside. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it. Bounced off his feet.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. And tackled there by the... And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but this is going to be a tough pill to swallow. That turnover is going to be negated by a penalty on the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under duress, and he is starting to show this wear and tear. The defense is feeding off of this, though. They see he's banged up, and they are going to keep coming after him. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. This should be the last play of the quarter. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that... Out of the gun, the inside give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the dub.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 30. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though,
the punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia lining up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Just feeds the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Timeout by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. A little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it down the middle. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of the first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting